Hi, I'm Emma and this is MQ Sews, so welcome or welcome back. In today's video, I just want to talk about what I've been doing for the last few weeks because I have been a little bit absent. I didn't manage to get a video filmed or edited for you last week, so in today's video I thought I would just have a chatty catch up and tell you about what I've been up to the last couple of weeks. So hopefully that interests you and you keep watching. So I didn't get a video to you last week because it was a short week for us. We had a public holiday here in Melbourne, so I had a shorter amount of time to work on stuff last week. But I did manage to do a couple of things. I managed to sew up this top. This is the Amanda tie shoulder top by Tiana's Closet. It's a free pattern. I just wanted to give something a little bit different a go because sometimes it's nice to give new patterns a try every now and then. I really like how this one turned out if I don't move. I made this one as a wearable toile, but yeah, I don't think I will be making this one again. When I move around the neckline gates a bit, the top doesn't stay where it's supposed to stay. I don't think I'll make this one again, but if I was going to make this one again, I would actually stay stitch the neckline because the instructions didn't tell you to stay stitch the neckline, but mine has definitely warped. And I think that's why when you're moving around it like gapes. So I'm not that comfortable wearing it, which is why I'm not going to make another one. But I did do a full bust adjustment on this one. That worked out perfectly fine. And this pattern has a front facing and a back facing. I used the back facing, but instead of doing a front facing, I just lined the front bodice because the fabric I was using was see-through, so I knew I wasn't going to like it unless it was lined, so I just lined it with the same fabric. I think it's really cute. Maybe I will give it another go one day and stay stitch the neckline and see how that goes, but at this point in time I'm not going to hurry back to that pattern. I've got other patterns that I like more, so I'm just going to stick with them for a while, but it was nice to try something new. As well as that, I worked on the newly released Ellie Mac top. This one's called the Zara Square Neck Blouse. It's just been released and it is currently on sale, and I think that sale will finish on Sunday or Monday. So if that interests you, you better hurry up and pick that pattern up at the discount rate. I'll have my affiliate link down in the description and that will take you straight to the pattern. Using the affiliate link doesn't cost you anything, but it does give me a tiny commission. I'll leave that one linked in the description for you if you're interested, but this is my version. I made the size extra large and I did a 8 centimeter full bust adjustment. The pattern piece looked like this. It had a dart going in to the arm side and another in the waistline. So I did my full bust adjustment as I normally would on the pattern. So the pink darts are the ones that were already on the pattern piece, and then the green dart is the one that I added in with my full bust adjustment. And what I did was I just rotated that dart into the other two so that I ended up only having the 2 darts rather than 3. Hopefully that makes sense. It's a little bit confusing when you're not actually doing it. If you're interested in seeing me do that, let me know in the comments and I'll do a little mini tutorial one day. So after rotating the dart into those 2 spaces, I sewed up the pattern as stated with the waist dart and everything and tried it on. I didn't love the waist dart on me, so I ended up unpicking it. So in my final photos, there's no waist dart because I took that one out because I really didn't like how it looked on me. After taking these photos, I have gone in and shortened the front hem a little bit just for personal preference because I didn't like it at the length that it was. It's quite a boxy fit without those waist darts, but I'm definitely more comfortable in it that way. I do really like the square neckline on this top. I think it's really cute. I've got a few tops that have square necklines, but not many, so it's nice to add another top to my summer wardrobe. So that's 2 tops that I made, not this week, last week. And then this week I had this huge pile of stuff that I've been meaning to do, so I decided to tackle that. In the pile was my son's school pants that I needed to let down the hem on. I had a t-shirt of my mum's that needed fixing, and I also had a cushion for her outdoor chair that I needed to fix. They were sort of 3 mending, fixing things that I finished early this week, and then after that I decided to tackle my refashion pile, because on my last trip I did buy a number of things that needed refashioning, and I shared them, I think, in the last video that I shared with you all, but I'm not 100% sure. So I decided to work on that. I'm wearing one of them now. So let's talk about that one first. So this top used to be a top, but it had very thin spaghetti straps, which is not my thing. I like a strap to cover my bra. I took this top apart and I turned it into this. This is the Rise and Shine top by Pattern Emporium, a firm favorite of mine. I already have 5 Rise and Shine tops in my wardrobe, but I really like the pattern, so I decided to turn this op-shopped top into another one, and it worked out because I'm wearing it. And then I also refashioned this dress, which I bought in that same op-shop haul, so I turned that dress into another Rise and Shine top. I already had the pattern out and I thought it would look good in this fabric as well, so I turned the dress into a Rise and Shine top too, and I really like it because I used the high-low hemline from the dress on the top, so I didn't have to redo the hem. I just used the hem that was on the dress, so I really like how that one turned out as well. I like the colors on this new top, so yeah, I'm really pleased with both my new tops. Both of these tops are 100% viscose, and I've just added binding to the raw edges rather than lining them or using the facing pieces from the pattern. So yeah, 2 more new tops to add to my summer wardrobe. I'm very happy about that. And the last thing that I fixed this week was this cardigan. The sleeves were too long, and so I took them up. I just took out 2 inches from each sleeve, and I'll share a photo of what the inside of the sleeve looks like to show you how I did it, but I just took out 2 inches and then I hand stitched the excess down so that you can't really tell, and I think that it looks like the cuffs of this top should always have been like this, so I think it looks really good, and I've already worn it a couple of times and I really like it. I'm really happy I got that done as well. So that's everything that I've made that I can share with you. But I also have been working on my Busy Bee Challenge number 3 piece. We have to make something in the theme of cozy comfort, and it's the Made to Measure challenge. So yeah, I've been working on that, and I finally made a toile that I really like. So I've chosen my fabric for my good version, and I'm hoping to get that made up sometime next week. And hopefully it turns out as good as my toile did. I think I've had a pretty good couple of weeks in my sewing room. I hope you have had a good couple of sewing weeks as well. Let me know what you've been making down in the comments. But that's it from me. I hope you have a creative day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. What else have I done? So let's just scrap that, most of what I just said. Let's start again, okay? Good.